Thank you for coming back. I am Emma. Welcome to my channel. This is part 2. I am with to speak on the mercy of the self. For in the layman terms, I say with the forgive of the self. You know the saying in the Bibles of take out the chunk in your eye first before you take out the splinter of others? That's what it means. What it means is, first, make sure that you have a good heart and good love, and you've taken these things out of yourself first before you can help another person. What that means is, you need to love yourself first for the give of the love and sharing of the love. And I am with a great seeing of this love everywhere I go. And I wanted to say something about that. Today I went and I spoiled myself. I went to sit by the Gulf Coast and have lunch, dinner, because I skipped lunch and I was quite hungry. And I had a couple of glasses of wine, and it was beautiful. Yes, for the sun is with the grape and the wind was blowing, and it was beautiful. And I saw a flock of I couldn't believe it. There were so many of them. There maybe have been 25 of pelicans. It was like, what? And they were flying like in a V. And I didn't know that they flew in a V. I thought only ducks and geese did that. Anyway, I had pleasure with that. So in my last broadcast, I was speaking on the telling of the story of the creation by my knowing of the knowledge of the Creator, Mama. For there is Mama. You cannot have a dad without a mom, right? So as I had said in my previous videos, I am with the knowledge of the creation by the give me of this knowledge, and I am with great honor. And I know that the Father, Mother, Father of creation is with the no. I mean, you can't find the right words to speak, for there is of the no fathom, right? And they wanted to bring forth of a creation by their forethought and thought. And they gave birth to light. That was the first creation. And they were born both in this creation. Then they gave birth to a son. This is the son. Ata, or Nun in Egyptian. Each creation story of each nation has a story of who is the creator, right? They overlap. They tweak the stories a bit, but they all overlap. And they're telling of almost the same story. This is how there was the story of the flood overlap, but not of the same story, which was kind of strange, right? So that is my knowledge of the taking down of the books and burning of the books. And I am of the knowledge and reminder of that when I was young of learning this. Yes, in history. Yeah. And then now I'm like, I speak somewhat street talk, because I'm from the street, I guess you could say. I basically raised myself. Yeah. I won't talk about that right now. We'll talk about that later. It's not important. what's important is the mercy. For I was speaking of forgiveness, for that is what they were speaking of. I am speaking in layman terms, mixing with the quantum language. I'm hoping you are with the comprehension. If not, please leave me a comment. I will answer some of the comments, not all. It is with perhaps the time I have of doing that, for I'm very busy. For the mother of the creation, start is with the learning of the forgiving self first. And how do you do that if you've been bad? That's what I was thinking. That each one is with the need of the know. And I know by my knowledge that each one makes mistakes and they make errors and they follow people just to fit in, just for being connected and for being linked to a group and to a community and being able to have a conversation and speak on things of the like and of the knowing that each one likes and of the sharing these things. And sometimes when you rub elbows with some people, you tend to start acting like them. And you don't really realize that's of the doing you do, but you fall into that grouping and you kind of figure, okay, if there's no one else who's going to stand up for me, then I'm going to have to learn how to cope with that. Because you have to make the choosing in yourself. Am I going to be a bad person or am I going to be a good person? And that's the difference. Excuse me a second. Or two, or three. I have to go out and drink of water. I thank you for having patience with me. Sometimes it takes me a while to get everything out. And I think it's because I don't want to shock and awe you for the truth. Because some of the stuff I know will be a shock and awe in this month that's going to mess you up for real. And let's see what happens. I'm hoping each one will actually go and knock on those doors. Search for the stuff. Look it up. Come back and prove me wrong. But make sure that you link the things. And this way, if you are correcting me, I am with great honor of taking that correction. Yes, I am. And if I am with the causing of the harm in the hearts of mankind, I am not with the intention of to do so. I am here with the intention to help you with your heart, knowing that you were led off a path and you are one of the sheep that are with the finding now. With yourself. Love it. Yeah, love yourself and have the mercy of the self. Be kind of the self and say good words of the self. Even if you had done a couple of things that you are not really, really impressed about and you really wouldn't like anyone to know about, have mercy for the self, for the knowing that we were not really all, each one, not taught of the correct things. And we hold our parents and our grandparents and sometimes others of this responsibility for that. And we hold these grudges, they call them. And we have issues in them and all that. And we turn into something that we're not. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. Why? Because intentionally you were taught how to think this way by the usuries of the teaching they teach. For the games and the things that is showing you are with you teaching you how to follow the leader. And I'm hoping that you will know they use trickeries with words and they use apparatus with sounds, with contracts of the no consent of the creation, usually by these contracts. And I am with to cancel these contracts by my knowledge of these contracts. And these contracts I am with the right, for they are with the writing now, and are with the written, and are with the binding, and are with the seal, and are with the date. Yes, they are. Yes, for 1 year, for 1 day, is with the name of the truth. And I have written, I have write many of them, and I am with broadcast this day, this night, very soon. Of this writing I am made by the say of my God in me, of the right, for the stop and correct of the error and mistake made by the Creator. For the Creator does not judge. Only you judge. Only people judge by your teachings of these judgments. Stop with the judgments. Look at the self and of the true heart. And have mercy of self, for it is written, God is of the great plenteous of mercy. And go look it up. It's written in each of our books. The statement of the saying, for you are God, but you are drunk. I'll come back to the comment and tell me what chapter that was. For even of the rewrite they made of words, it backfired on them, because I know each people's are with great love for God. No matter what of the name you use and say is with God or your Creator, they are with the one and same. And this is what they're hiding from you. Yeah. They're hiding from you the Great Spirit, who is the great Mother of creation. And they're hiding from you all kinds of other things. And they put it all in your face by movies, music, and with the other things they make in the writing. And it all backfired for them to say so, with their arrogance and their ego. And that too was with the writing of the deep down of the evil. That they would do it to themselves. And so it is done. For it is done. And I am with the say so. I am with the knowing. I am with the knowing of the great mercies of the Mother of the creation, who is the Father of creation. Mother, Father, Father, Mother. Yes. And I will be broadcasting of the telling of the story of the chaos.